So many people get it wrong and they think that like if you're too messy, then you have to be completely clean before you can come before them or be joined by them because if you're not completely cleaned and living a perfectly like beautiful, aesthetically pleasing life in their perspective, then you are not godly enough to be in their lives without changing yours first before coming there. But the thing is God always got dirty with the disciples. He always gets dirty to clean you up. God is like the gardener. When you're a plant who has fallen out of its pot, the pot fell off of the shelf. Now everyone else around you, all the other plants are like, oh, she's too messy. Look at her life. She's kind of messy right now. Honey, you got to put yourself together. You need to pick yourself back up. You are not living the life that you should be living. Look, you fell over. That's all your fault. You need to go pick yourself up. And when you fix your pot, then you can come back up to the ledge with us. But not until then, because you are now beneath us with your lifestyle choices, with the way that you're thinking, with the things that you're doing. You're broken, and I need you to stay in your lane to protect, encouraging any other plants to break their pots. You know, and the thing is God has always been the gardener. God always repotted the plants who fell. And not only does he just repot them, but he gets on his hands and knees into the dirt that spilled all over the ground. Jesus gets down on his hands and knees and he gets his knees dirty. But he doesn't even worry. He doesn't even mind. Not only that, but he doesn't wear gloves. So his hands are getting all into the dirt because he's not only going to put you in a new pot, but he's going to make sure that your roots are clean and that he doesn't tear them or break any pieces off, right? So all of a sudden, Jesus has dirt underneath his fingernails and he's moving you into the new pot, but that pot had to get prepared. He put new soil, fresh soil in there. He grabbed the rocks to make it sustainable with the living water he's going to put in there. And then he took a look close into the roots with you and he looked at the pieces of the roots that were rotting. And he knows that if he doesn't help you clean that area of your roots, you are going to perish. So he does the work. He gets out the scissors. He begins helping you cut off the pieces that are supposed to be dead and remove them so that you can be again alive. And not only does he repot you, but he grabbed a bigger pot for you because he knows that you are worth growing even more than that pot was limiting you to. That now that you have broken the mold that you were once in, now that your pot is broken, he can now make you a new pot because he had to allow you to break the old cycles of what you were living in order to step into your new pot until you broke what you were once living in and sustaining in, which was not enough anymore. You finally broke and you cried out to God, I'm broken. And while all the other plants on the ledge said you were not good enough to sit with us because you are not living a godly enough life, you called to God. You didn't worry. You didn't worry that you were beneath them in their eyes. You were on the ground. Guess what? God came to the ground with you. He got dirty with you. He said, you're not too dirty to be close to me. I never wanted anyone to tell you you're too dirty to be close to me. In fact, I'm going to get my nails dirty helping you get back up on your feet. Not only that, but I'm going to make you a more beautiful pot by hand. And it's going to be even more beautiful than where you were. And I'm going to make sure that you are healed. Let's look at everything while you're out of this pot. Let's look at you really deeply. Let's look at the areas that we need to prune together. And don't worry, it's going to be fine. We'll take our time. There's no rush. And let me get you some rocks. Let me get you a firm foundation for your pot this time so that you can easily grow your roots and grow them in stronger and firmer. And how about I go ahead and make this pot even bigger so you can grow fuller because you can only grow to the size of the pot that you're given. And you have chosen to break the mold of your old. And now you get to step into the new pot. Now you get this new space just for you, created just for you, an elevation now. And guess what? God, he gets dirty. He starts to get sweaty because he's working out in the sun. He wipes the sweat on his brow and he keeps working because Jesus was a carpenter. He's not afraid to get dirty. So he gets done and your pot is absolutely sparkling clean. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's white. It's pearly white, blue, beautiful markings all over it with some gold hints. And here you are now, freshly potted, no longer messy. You look beautiful. You look clean. You look perfect. And God picks you up from the ground where you once were, and he holds you in his hands, and he sets you on the ledge even taller than before. And he allows everyone to get to see you where you are now. No longer can all the other plants sit around and talk about you. Now God has positioned you to use as an example of how big he is and how much he loves the broken. And they take a look and they notice how beautiful and clean and sparkling, and wow, you got this brand new pot and now everything's looking really good for you. And her leaves are getting more green and her petals are getting more bright and beautiful, and like everything, like why is she getting taller? It's because her space evolved, her opportunities evolved, God's blessings evolved, she healed. Then they look at God, and guess what? God is now the dirty one. He got dirty because he accepted all of the things that were broken about you so that you can be clean. See, God never turned you away for being too messy. He's never turned away any of his children for being too messy, too broken, too beneath him. He's never said to go fix yourself and then you may come to me. He said, let all the little children come to me. You are his child. You are a child of God. Is that not such good news? And something that God does is he uses the people who are broken to elevate them, to show others how big he is. So I say to you, if you feel like you have been broken, ask God to come and be your gardener. He's not afraid to get dirty with you. Your family might turn you down. Your friends might turn away from you. Even your significant other might try to expose your roots and show them to everyone who's looking. Because the thing is when we're being repotted from one pot to another, or even when our current pot breaks and we ask God to fix it, and we ask to be fixed, we're seeking to be fixed. Fix me. There's parts of me I need to fix. Jesus has never taken our roots, the most vulnerable pieces of who we are, and showed them to everyone else. Look at this. He just lovingly helped you heal, root by root, leaf by leaf. He helped you prune. See, when you're being repotted, your roots are exposed. And when your roots are exposed, you're vulnerable. And the only people who have access to you when you're vulnerable are the people who are closest to you. And those people who are closest to us can sometimes get hurt. And instead of helping the healing process, they hinder it. Instead of looking at their own roots, they expose your roots to everyone. They're loud. They look at you. They shame you publicly to their friends, to family. And they say, look how dirty you are. Look at these rotted pieces of your root, all while not uplifting their own root from the same dirt that they were in. And do you know what? Most times when you are planted in the same pot and one plant has rotted roots, the other plant has rotted roots as well. So I guarantee you, if you lifted your own self up and took a good look inside, you too would be asking God to come within and help you prune the rotted edges of your own roots. So don't worry about what the other plants are going to say about you as you're being repotted, because you know that you're being repotted by the gardener himself.